Hello. Okay, so Teacher LaShondra here with DaDa. And I'm here with another video that has been popular demand. How to deal with that student. When I say that student, I'm referring to those students that may be a little difficult in the classroom, to show you just different ways that I deal with those students. So for example, the students that say they are not sitting down to have DaDa class and they're just disappearing. Or you see them looking off like this, or they see you and they duck down. Normally it's the young ones. I don't really have any older ones that would do anything like that. So for these younger ones, I'm like, where is whoever it is? Let's just say Elsa. Elsa happens to be a popular name with the girls. Where is Elsa? Where is Elsa? Here I am. I'll sing a song, and then I'll start singing the lesson sometimes. Like, I'm a singer, you guys, so I love to sing. I'm like, oh no. And then whatever toy I have, I would just start playing with that toy. It could be Bubbles, and I'm like, oh no, I have bubbles, bubbles, all to myself. Oh no. But don't be like, oh, I'm so sad. Because if you're doing stuff like that, they're going to think it's funny that they're making you sad. Most of the time, they're going to be like, hee hee. Or if you're showing that you're frustrated, then if that's something that was their goal, maybe to frustrate you, hoping that you'd give up, then it probably will prolong the process of them, eventually coming to the camera. So you don't want to show frustration. You don't want to put emotion into it. Just, keep teaching, because keep in mind, the parents can replay it. So the parents can replay it. If they wanted to go look back, they can see what their kid is doing. They can see how you react to it. They have the replay function just like we have the replay function, so they can go back and look at it. So I just try to sing, and I'm like, oh no, I can't see you. Okay, well, I have this candy. And so whatever I'm doing, I make it look really, really interesting. Kind of like what I did when I taught in the Child Development Center. If I wanted them to be part of circle time, oh man, I made it so interesting. Circle time would be so much fun. And everybody got to play except the one that wasn't sitting down in the circle paying attention. And so really try to, if you know their name, then, sing their name, sing a song, or start making it look very interesting, very appealing, to where you're just like with my girls, I always try to keep like some type of lip stuff. I'm like, ooh, lips. Lipstick on my lips. What color is it? What color? DaDa. And then, I have my DaDa bear. If you have a DaDa cutout, or, whatever your stuffed animal is, you can call your stuffed animal. Would you like some lipstick, or would you like... What is that? Would you blow the... what is that? Elsa, what is this? What color is it? And then they might come like, red! Good job! I give them a star. Yes, you got a star. So that really helps for me to get those little ones to the camera. Now, if you have an older one that seems to be distracted on a cell phone, looks like, or, you kind of see him kind of looking down like this during class, older one, younger one, then there's attention grabbers that I do for that too. Don't make it so that the lesson is one-sided where you're doing all the work. Make them do the work. Be like, underline this. Can you underline? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. And then when they see that I'm doing some type of a pattern, whatever that may be, then they're paying attention. I'm like, okay, can you do it? Okay, can you do this? Can you do that? And then they're like, and then for me, I just try to turn into a rap. Okay, ready? Circle, circle. Okay, you do it. And then they're like, and then they try to circle. So I try to really pull them in and keep them engaged, because a lot of them, they're taking these classes because their parents want them to. Their parents want them to excel in English. They didn't necessarily ask, Mom, Dad, can you sign me up for some additional English classes after school before I go to bed? Keep in mind, they're just kids. Don't get intimidated. They're just kids. So think about what kids would do if they're trying to get out of something, especially if their parents aren't around. Now, sometimes the parents aren't around and they're just like, oh no, oh no. And that's okay. I mean, you are getting paid to teach them English. So keep on teaching. If you have to be like, okay, A is for apple, apple. Oh no, I can't hear you. Okay, what is this? Circle. I mean, a lot of times, if the parents are there and the parents still can't reel them in, I keep making it interesting. More often than not, and I have not seen it fail. Eventually, they do come back to the computer. They come back to the computer, and the parents are so grateful that you were so patient and you didn't give up on them. So don't have this mentality like, oh, I'm babysitting. I didn't get paid to babysit these kids. You got paid to teach it. So you're not babysitting, just teach it. Teach the lesson, and don't get caught up in they're not doing exactly what you tell them to do. I mean, they're in the comfort of their home and they're kids. So without guidance, then some kids will take advantage of the situation, and that's okay. That doesn't reflect poorly. It doesn't reflect poorly on you as the teacher. It does not reflect poorly on you. The parents replay it and they can go back through it and be like, okay, listen, this is A. Look, the teacher said circle. The parents can go back through and have them do class again. And then eventually you would think the kids would get tired of having class all over again with their parents, and they just rather do it with you the first time the right way, so that they can get it done and go on about their business instead of having like double DaDa class because they didn't pay attention the first time. So don't get discouraged. Now, another thing that you may notice in the classroom. Now, those kids that are being loud, if they're just screaming and wowing out, okay? Put a stop to it. You don't have to just be like, oh, no, please don't do that. You can get firm. You don't have to keep your soft voice. You can put some little bass in your voice. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't like it. No. And then when they see that you're not going to entertain that, and you're getting firm, and you're saying, no, thank you. I don't like it. No. Or there have been occasions where, say I had the whiteboard, and you know that lesson where it has the circle and then the dash for prohibited, you know, the sign for prohibited, then I'd be like, no, I don't like. So I'll just draw it, and then draw that little dash line in it. Like, I don't like it. You can even make a sign if you wanted to. No, thank you. No. Teacher LaShondra does not like that, because I go from being yay to I put it away, and I'm like, no, I don't like that. And I lean back, and I might put my whatever stuffed animal I have, I might put it away. No, thank you. When they see that you're not going to entertain that, and they're not going to have fun just driving you crazy, then whatever their personality type is, they may still be a little bit of a sweetie pie, a struggling, challenging sweetie pie, but at least they would respect that you mean business, and they're not going to be able to play. And so then I'm like, okay, you circle, and then we play. Okay? Circle. And then I, whatever, circle or say or read, whatever the direction is, I tell them they have to do that first, and then we play. Have you ever had those, that, teacher, look, teacher, look at, yes, and you're trying to get them to read, and you're like, I'm so happy that they're talking, but we got to do something. Now, DaDa does not have scripts. They don't have scripts. Some companies, they're like, you have to say this in this amount of time. DaDa doesn't have that. They do encourage conversational English, but you don't want to have the parents pay for playtime. So I let them talk and get it out. I'm like, oh, really? Now here's what I do. I kind of tie it in. So say we're doing a lesson over the park, and it has playground, slide, swing, bench, and they're just like, teacher, look, and they're showing me their doll. I'll just use DaDa. And they're showing me their doll. Look, teacher, look. I'm like, oh, wow. What's your name? What is your bear's name? Good. Can the bear circle the slide? Okay, DaDa, circle the slide. And then it's like I'm having class with the bear, and they like that. They're like, because the bear's having class, their toy's having class. So tie it in. If they have a book, and I'm like, oh, did you have a book on, look, what's this? Playground. Yes, do you like the playground? Yes, let's read, okay? The playground. Yes! Is a playground in your book? In your book? Did you read? Oh, wow! Was there a girl? What was the girl's name? Okay. Does she like the... Oh, what's that? What is that? The swing. Yes. Can you circle the swing? Tie it in there. Expansion. Tie it in. I mean, it's just like, whew, whew. You really will learn to just kind of think on your feet. These other kids that I experience here in America, or I'm sure whatever country you live in, they're kids. I mean, the only difference I can see is these kids, whew, they work. They know how, they got to get that homework done. I don't know what would happen if these kids didn't do homework, because I know American kids, too often, they're like, oh, I forgot. I don't have my homework. I don't know what would happen to these kids if they didn't do their homework. So, okay, so those babies that talk too much, those babies that are loud, distracted, how to pull them back in. Let's see, what else did I talk about? The ones that aren't in front of the camera, the ones that are being, disrespectful or gross. Now, if they say something that is completely out of line, or I know some teachers say, what about guns? Guns in the classroom. They're like, pew, pew, teacher, I shoot you. Or they happen to have toy guns that they want to show you. Then you can tell them, be like, oh no, ouch, I don't like that. Some teachers play along. They're like, oh. So, I mean, it's up to you how you want to address that. If it bothers you that they're doing toy gun play in the classroom, then tell them, like, ow, I don't like that. Okay, put it away. Okay? Put it away and we will play. Good. Can you spell away? A-W? Now, one more thing I wanted to mention. Now, those kids that may come to class sad or angry, maybe they just got in trouble with their parents or whatever reason that they're sad or angry, then you never want to just come at them really hard. So you don't want to pressure them too much. Have you ever been in a situation where you just stop crying and then somebody just keeps asking you, are you okay? You okay? What's wrong? Okay. What's wrong? And then you're just like, you just start crying all over again. You thought you were done, but the more they asked, are you okay, then it just brought everything back because you started thinking about it. No, not okay. Now, it's not funny but not funny. But when you get those types of students, then you might want to just, it's okay to ask them, are you okay? And most of the time they'll be like, okay, well, I like you. And if it's your regular student, then, something that they like, maybe hangman or a game. Maybe you want to play a game to kind of soften the mood a little bit to get them happy. I've done that, and it works every time. Like, they weren't even mad in the first place. Like, what? What are we talking about? What? Was I not okay? And so we'll play a game. And that's fine. You can do something like that to warm them up. Now, if they come to class angry and they're like, oh, I've had them yelling at their parents, like, no. And then I'm just like, okay. I'm like, oh, are you happy? Are you angry? Let's draw an angry face. And then we'll draw. Sometimes drawing helps. We'll draw, and I might make the eyebrows all exaggerated, like huge, bushy eyebrows, and red eyes, like, oh, and like maybe some exaggerated arms, like, and they're stick people, okay? This isn't like, Pixar type of art. But I mean, they're people. They're people. So they're people, they're kids. So whatever you would do with any regular kid, what types of things would you incorporate? How can you kind of translate that over into the online classroom? So hopefully these tips help you for those kids that are just a little bit difficult in the classroom, and gave you some tips. If you have more questions, or maybe something I left out, because I'm kind of doing this video on the fly. I didn't write down any notes. It's not scripted. And so hopefully I remembered everything that I want to talk about. If you still have questions about something, or you need a part 2, or you have some more video requests, then drop it down. Now don't forget to subscribe, and more's coming. And as always, TTF. Oh, no. N.